It's British week in the Crew Motorfest. So here I am in the McLaren 720, I think this is S Spider Blast Edition. Because that's what I was using in Grand Race last. I was having a bit of fun playing Grand Race, British vehicles only, using cars like Edition cars, other British cars, but there's one other thing that is also quintessentially British, and that is really annoying middle of the night 2 a.m. exhaust sounds. More often, instead of from a car like this, you'd hear it from a car like this, driving around your neighborhood at 2 a.m. causing a ruckus, and that is quintessentially British. But for this, we got in the British Summit Week, the Summit Contest European Quality, right? Something like that. Luxury, that's the one. We got not only the terrible new Summit car that we get at the end of this week, am I going to make a video on it? Maybe I won't bother. We also got a couple other awards. That's up here in detail. See, we get 50,000 XP. 2 parts, I think. Yeah, two randomized street parts. I don't even know if I collected those now that I think about it. And the high time... You can't see it because it's behind me, right? Well, trust me. We got the high time exhaust tone. So, let's check out that. And if it sucks, let's check out some of the other exhaust and engine swaps that I haven't listened to yet. You know what? I do like the UI of the Summit. It's quite nice. This little, like, you know, the image being like that. Like, it works. It's nice. It's the Summit looks good. It's just... It's a bit more simplistic than the Crew 2s. But I like it. Right. Exhaust sound. Well, I'd want to do this on something British, of course, so let's go country UK. Now, there's a big chance this has nothing to do, this exhaust has actually nothing to do with British, because the last time they did a vanity, engine swap, whatever, in the Summit, it was American Dream in the European Summit, which made 0 sense. It made 0 sense then, and it makes 0 sense now, so there's a big chance High Time is actually... Oh, I want it. What? That's the car I want. Oh, it's because they're doing the event, right? I'm getting that soon, too. So High Time might actually be nothing to do with being British, but I'm gonna check it out nonetheless. This thing likely has no engine swap on it. That's why I've gone with it, because there's no chance I would have gone with anything, really, on this thing. So, let's listen to its engine, bone stock. Pretty quiet. I will say, getting a lot of traffic right now as well. The beta, they really did whack up the traffic from the beta, but I truly am getting like no... It's just way too quiet, really. Let's hope High Time actually does something about that. So, sometimes we can get a full engine swap. We get stuff like the F1 engine, or a V6, or a turbo, or whatever. Those are full engine swaps. But this time around, we got something a bit different. I believe the first of its kind. Because we've gotten the Redliner kit, which all this does is it boosts all the things you see. Exhaust, it's a full kit is what that is. Then we got stuff like the American Dream kit. Again, the same thing. It's a full kit. It changes all the things individually. We've gotten other ones that are the pops and the bangs, like this one here. This one, you can see it's just the exhaust backfire sound that it changes. And then the last type that we have, the High Time exhaust tone, which apparently is just the sound of the exhaust, or the music the exhaust is gonna play, I guess. But this is making me think, if we're gonna get more stuff like this, like if we get a gearbox only or a turbo only, I hope that eventually we can combine. I don't know, maybe that'd be a cool feature, being able to have the pops and bangs from this and the High Time exhaust tone, or going to American Dream, clicking it, it expands up with all of the individual things, and you select the individual things. So you can use a bit of American Dream, a bit of Rumble Tumble, a bit of whatever. And maybe you can do that on top of a V12. So you can swap out the engine noise for something else, and then you can individually add on the gearbox and whatever. Instead, at the moment, we can just change the exhaust sound. For a quick test, this is without again. And this is with... Oh. I mean, that's definitely an improvement. It's nothing crazy. It sounds like Redliner without the tinnitus, really. Ooh, it's got a nice growl when you actually rev up. Okay. Ow. Ooh, I like that that it does when you get. Oh, okay. But it doesn't change anything else, right? Like the gear sound. Still the same, but the actual is still there, right? So that's the exhaust when the gears are changing. Let's listen to the gears inside, because you can hear the gear sound. So, yep, that's changing. Let's listen to something with a different gear sound. Also, I like this car. I like this car, man. It's a cool car. But this is something British with a lot more power. Here we go. This thing stock. Pretty alright. It's a good engine sound to be working with to begin with, but let's check out this, like, exhaust modification then. Here we go. Huh. I feel a bit more power in it, but it really isn't. It's definitely less noticeable than the Lotus's engine sound, I will say. So it kind of only really works on the more timid engines than it does on the already aggressive engines, because that sounds no different to me. Here we go. So what I did was I put on the high tone exhaust, high tone, something like that, on all of these. So we're going to see how much fun we can have using an exhaust sound like this on 3 different British cars. Here we go. Already, I do notice a difference in this thing. This isn't how this thing sounded before. But I can barely hear it over whoever's using a goddamn, like, someone's got an electric engine on. Or just an electric car. Don't know which one's worse. Okay, stop ramming. We need to wait till we get a breakaway so that we can kind of just race with my... Oh, what? What are the... Why? Why did I go fully sideways? Gee, these settings that I'm using are... They're supposed to be the best, but they are really annoying when you even touch off-road. And clearly that guy touched off-road. There we go, you can kind of hear. Is the game okay? Video game? What is going on? If you remain active, you will be kicked from PvP. Video game, if you remain active, you're gonna get kicked from my computer, alright? God damn it, what am I supposed to do here? Like, you know what? At least there's no ranking system. At least there's no rank that I'm gonna get, like, tanked in, right? God, what a load of nonsense. Okay, we're trying this one more time, and instead we've started with the ramming. I'd rather be in the void. I'd actually rather be in that void than be getting rammed the way I am. Constantly. What? Can you not see the road? Could you not see the road? The road was left, not up the damn mountain. You buffoon. There we go. Okay, let's... Out of the way. On you. Okay, don't give me any room, actually. Yeah, I'm not going to give you a room.
Unbelievable! McQueen is fading! McQueen is fading! Fading fast!
What does this game want from me? What does it want from me? Well, I'm currently playing Loading Screen Simulator, so this is just brilliant. Okay, I restarted my game, and we're gonna hope this works a lot better, and how are some people so far ahead? I just looked at the map. I'm looking at, like, 5th place here. But how are some people that far ahead? What? How do you even manage that? At least we've managed to stay in the game for at least a little bit longer than being instantly nuked out. What a dumb bug. What a... Like, game of the year, I swear. This is game of the year. We can go for podium here at least, and we've got high time. I will say, it's annoying how not noticeable it is, right? Like, if you use an engine swap or even redliner, you can tell when someone else is using redliner or an engine swap. But using high time, it's definitely the least noticeable thing they've added so far, if only second to the pops and bangs kit. What was I thinking there? What was I thinking? Truly. What was I thinking? Thankfully, I'm still up here with these guys, but I don't know what I was thinking. Also, he's in a British too. Yes. On your left. Okay. Oh, we're overtaking on the Y. Look at us. Who am I? Jan Mardenborough? I mean, I'm third now, but now it's a game of catch-up. And I don't think I'm catching up with the two guys who are completely gone. Even though Slipstream is a lot lighter in this game, it's still very, very heavy. And here we are in a different version of the Aston Martin Vulcan. We're in the Aston Martin Vulcan Duke. And I will say, it's definitely... You can kind of tell. You can kind of tell it's high time, right? It's just not very noticeable. If you're gonna go with a one-piece kit, right? A one-piece, it's real? If you're gonna go with, like, a one-piece kit, which just has an exhaust, just has a gearbox, just has whatever, then... You know, I'd rather go with Pops and Bangs, or is this really the one you want to go for? Hopefully, about 2 years into this game, we've got so many. And we have that kind of system that I was talking about, where you can piece together different bits of an engine. That would be cool, I think. So I can have an Aston Martin Vulcan with a turbo, this exhaust sound, and also give it the clunk gear sound from, like, a 60s muscle car. Let's give it a listen, though. It's nice, and it's subtle, and I guess if you're one of those players that wants to use something, but doesn't want to, you know, do too much to get it, or be too over the top, I guess this is probably your style, and it's free, right? It's only 6 events. You do 6 events in the summit, and you get this brand new exhaust tone swap. I mean, I don't think we've had a single paid vanity engine swap yet. Also, my position right now is so annoying. Like, I'm third, miles ahead of fourth, miles behind second. Like, this is just the game for me now. But what I do like is the fact that I've managed to come podium without using meta cars. The cars I'm using are not the best in the spec. Meaning, I actually get to have fun and still come pretty high. Street Tier 2, what are we using? The Lotus again, right? I enjoy that thing. Here we go. That was one high time to another high time, so it seems like it's one of those kits that doesn't swap out the exhaust sound, just boosts it. Or I guess because most of it's probably the engine sound, right? Instead, it's just an exhaust tone change. It's something really lousy, really. It's like getting one of those Wish whistle exhaust things, the really cringe whistle exhausts on Wish. It's like that. It's like a really simplistic, nothing really substantial exhaust tone. They're so far ahead, man. I can see them on my mini-map. They're so far ahead. I can get like a perfect... There. They were on my mini-map for a split second because they're going around a squiggly road. But they are so far gone. I don't even think I'm going to finish. I think those two might be the only ones to finish. And that's crazy. I could have cut that, but I got a nice drift out of it instead. But I could have cut it. Oh, I do love the acceleration sound in this, though. Listen. Whoa, especially using this handling model, the ESP off traction control sport when you drift around most turns. It's quite nice. Oh, and we saved our NOS for this, even though I didn't know it was coming up, but we can use this decently. Definitely should have had no more NOS, though. Oh, they're so far gone. Look at them. They're so far gone. This thing's a nice car, though. I will say, this thing, lovely drive, lovely car. Exhaust tone, will you be picking it up? Will you be getting it, or is it just not worth it? Thank you to popular members, a special thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to star members, Danimal the Manimal, Grim Pepper, and an insane top of the top thank you to Icon members, HK. We lost to a Hurricane and a Porsche. In fact, us three were the only ones to finish in the end. Look at that, what a beauty. Also, donate to the Movember charity. It's down there in the... It's connected to the video. Make sure you do give, please. 90k. I'll take that. Did I already do the outro? I don't actually know if I did. Did I do in a bit? Did I say that yet? Have I? Maybe I already said it. Oh well. In a bit.